Alright everybody, today is the day we are changing the G-tube button. This is something that you definitely can have a nurse do if you want to have a professional do it, and we did that for the first time. The first swap out, we watched a professional do it, and then after that I was like, okay, I got this, I can do it, and I've done it ever since. It can be stressful, definitely not for the weak of stomach, because you are pulling something out of the stomach, and if there's food in there, some may come out. I choose to swap this out at the best time of the day when his stomach is empty, just to avoid that. It will make your kid uncomfortable, but this whole procedure here, I'm sure if your child has a G-tube, you know from what the doctors have said that it's important that if it were to pop out, you gotta have a catheter and you have to have something in there quickly or else it'll close up on its own really fast. So this whole procedure is about speed, but the less stressed you are, the better. It is not that bad. Once I explain what you have to do, it's just like pop the old out, pop the new in. It's really that simple. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do first is have your hands washed. You'll have your package that you get from wherever you order the supplies from. Inside the package, you're gonna have the button itself. I'm gonna list off the things that you're gonna actually use, because there's some other stuff in there like the large syringe and the long G-tube the long G-tube extension that you will not use. So I'm gonna list the things that you will use. Once you've washed your hands, you're gonna have the G-tube button itself. You're gonna have one small 5 ml syringe. You're gonna need 2. There's not 2 in the package, so I recommend going on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. You're gonna need 2. 1 to fill the new G-tube with water and 1 to drain the old with water. I like to just have 2, so I'm ready for both. You get lubricant and you're gonna need a bottle of water. Purified, spring, just bottled water that's clean. And you're gonna have all this laid out. I lay it out onto a paper towel just so I have a place for it, and then when I pull out his G-tube, it can go onto a paper towel instead of just the floor. First things first, you wanna check the G-tube for leaks. So, well, how do you check it for leaks? You fill it with water as if it's already in his stomach and check it for leaks. See if any water comes out. Fill it completely full. It says on the G-tube itself what size it is and how much water it holds. Emmett here has 4 ml buttons. So 4 ml is what I put into it. If it leaks, it's no good. Then you gotta contact your supplier and get a new one. This one, luckily, is fine, and I've never had one that was not fine as of yet. Check it for leaks. Once it's leak-free, obviously empty the water out. And how do you empty it? You just let the pressure from it fill the syringe back up. That's it. Put it on the little cloth that they give you in the package. That's what I put it on. So that piece right there is ready to go as soon as you pull out the old G-tube button. Now with your empty syringe, you're gonna wanna connect it to his old button and start deflating that. And that you will probably have to pull a little bit to get the water to start flowing out. And once it stops flowing out, you wanna pull it a little bit more to make sure you get all the water out. Because if there's a little bit in there, it's gonna be uncomfortable to pull it out of his stomach. You want it as empty as possible so it comes out as easy as possible. So once it's fully deflated and you can't pull any more water out, it's time to do the swap. Literally, how I do it is I have one hand ready on the new one and my other hand on the old one ready to pull out. Once I pull it out, pull it right out, grab the new one, put it right in. Quick and easy. And that's it. You fill the new one with water while you're holding it there. Obviously clean it up if you can't get a grip on it because there will be lubricant. It's not gonna be easy to grip. So clean the area up, fill it with water, give it a few twists, a few spins to make sure it's good and secure and in there, and the swap is finished. The last thing you need to do is check and make sure that it takes food and regurgitates food, which as you can see here, this one is. And that's it, it's good to go. If it's regurgitating food, it's obviously gonna take water and food, so that's it. It's a pretty simple and straightforward thing. You just gotta have the system down and know exactly what you're gonna do before you do it. And then once you're done, you're done. Doesn't take long. It makes them uncomfortable, but it's just for a brief period. They'll forget about it in 5 minutes. I hope this helps somebody else out. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. I will get back to you, and we will see you next week.